think that you should resign for misleading people about
Identify yourself after the question.
Jackie Alamany from the Washington Post.
Okay, no, I think that's absurd. I have not misled anyone. I've not put out misinformation. So no, that I would not even consider it.
Fact check, she has actually multiple times. That is not a new video, by the way. That video is back from March when Marjorie Greene was briefly suspended for spreading COVID pandemic related misinformation. Well, she's been suspended a couple times since then. She's in fact on the razor's edge of being permanently suspended from Twitter, at least according to the way they say they do things. So she has now been suspended for a week for posting COVID misinformation. It's one violation away from a permanent ban. So you might recall, I think it was about a week or two ago, she was suspended for 12 hours, I think. Well, now it's up to a week. So what is the actual thing that she said that caused this most recent suspension? She tweeted, the FDA should not approve the COVID vaccines. There are too many reports of infection and spread of hashtag COVID-19 among vaccinated people. These vaccines are failing and do not reduce the spread of the virus, and neither do masks, vaccine mandates, and passports violate individual freedoms. So that is obviously misinformation. To say, like, you could be hyperbolic and say, man, I support vaccination, but I wish the level of protection was a bit higher. You cannot say they're failing, they don't reduce the spread of the virus, and neither do masks when they both 100% do. So that's misinformation. So we'll get into the consequences, like the long term. But Yasmin, what do you think about this? A week suspension, does it make sense? Do you think that she's eventually gonna be permanently banned? How do you think this is gonna play out?
I don't think there's any way that she will not say something like that again. It really just depends on whether or not Twitter will follow through on what they said they're going to do. It seems like they have been so far. The misinformation is staggering. They don't really feel the need to fact check themselves, and they know that their base won't either. So they can say whatever they want. It can be completely untrue. It can be completely, even if they get 1 or 2 points wrong, there's never any accountability for any of it. So you can't just let people say things like that without there being consequences, even if that is, just within her party, just people saying, hey, Marjorie, that's not the case. You can't tell people that. I don't know why something so basic is called into question so often. I don't know why that's controversial to say that you can't say things that are untrue to the public as a representative of said public. But that's what we're dealing with here. And unfortunately, it detracts and distracts from a lot of the things that actually do matter. Like, are the vaccines actually effective? Yes, they are. Do masks actually work? Yes, they do. Does it help reduce the spread? Yes, it does. Are we in this situation with the Delta variant because people refuse to get vaccinated and because people refuse to wear masks and social distance? Yes, we are.
Yeah, you're right. And by the way, the standard isn't even as high as you were saying. Like, they can lie about all sorts of things. There's a few areas that are like directly tied to people dying that right now, briefly, we're not letting you lie about so much. And like you can get away with so much exaggeration and misinformation. She is like seemingly specifically trying to run afoul of this. And that is possibly what she's doing. Is it possible that her being permanently banned is more valuable to her brand than being on Twitter? She's not that great on Twitter anyway. I wouldn't rule it out. So we'll see. One more suspension and supposedly she's permanently banned. I would not say that is definitely going to happen even if she spreads it, but we will be watching to see. For now, we'll see if she treads lightly. I wouldn't expect it.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.